Cars come and cars go, but the Honda City has established itself as a relevant car over a span of years and years. In its 2020 fifth generation edition, the City from Honda seeks to ensure that it is still relevant, it is still fighting fit, and it has a lot going for it as well. New looks, engines which are absolutely contemporary and BS6 compliant of course, and a feature-packed cabin on the inside. Today we are taking a closer look at this edition of the Honda City and telling you whether it is worth a reckon for you. The new Honda City now looks extremely stylish. In fact, I'll stick my neck out and even say that it's the most stylish Honda City that I've seen. That's thanks to certain elements that seem to have been borrowed from Civic, the CR-V. And if you take a look here, perhaps a little bit from the Amaze as well. There is a decent amount of chrome, but it's not overdone. And one of the highlights of this new vehicle here is the LED DRL panel here, which has been completely redone. This gives the car a very sharp and edgy profile, which is again highlighted a little bit by the body lines on the bonnet. Now over at the side, the alloys have been slightly redesigned and the body lines continue, but overall the wheelbase is still pretty similar to the outgoing model. In fact, the width has increased just a little bit, but the height and all other factors are more or less similar to the outgoing Honda City. What's not similar though is the tail again. Now, the Honda City 2020 looks extremely stylish from the front, but at the rear, it looks extremely sophisticated. The tail lights have been given a rejig. The bonnet design is a little more compact, slightly more compact. There is a little less bulge over at the top of the boot, but overall the visual appeal is very, very sophisticated. So it's a fantastic package of sophistication and style. And dare I say that in this edition, it can even give the Verna some competition in terms of how it looks. It's not just about how the car looks, but the features it packs. And the Honda City 2020 packs a lot of features as well. Starting with, of course, the compatibility with Alexa. Now this car is compatible with the Alexa app as well as has the Honda app on its own. How this helps is for you to remotely control certain features of the car from a location which is a little distant from the car itself. Like for example, if you're in a parking mall, you can't find your car, just use the Alexa app and the blinkers and the warning lights will start flashing. You can even control how the car operates. For example, you can switch on the engine remotely. Alexa, turn on my car. The cabin of the Honda City continues to be pretty decent. The color theme of the overall cabin is bright. There is a sunroof here for an added airy feel. The air vents are now redesigned in a more vertical format. The infotainment screen is angling up, so while there can be a little bit of a screen glare resolution issue, not much to complain about all these things I've just mentioned. But Honda could have done a little better in terms of the plastics used. Once again, hard plastics pretty much everywhere. There are certain soft leather elements here and there, but overall, quality just doesn't seem to be where it should be. Having said that, the overall feel of the vehicle, the space inside is more than adequate, and whether you're commuting within the city, in a city, or out on the highways, the ride itself would be very, very comfortable. on a hot and sweltry day like today, at least here in Delhi, it can be quite hectic to make all these videos. But let me tell you, there is nothing better than being inside a Honda City and being on the move. The air conditioning is right to the point, and the ride itself is a very comfortable one. The real strength of the Honda City, of course, is how it handles. And it handles really, really well in the 2020 edition. It is completely at home in city traffic conditions and is smooth and promises a comfortable ride. Now, the little bit of a downer is when it comes to open roads and when you're looking for that extra push, for that overtaking. I'm talking about, of course, the 1.5 litre new petrol engine, which is definitely a couple of steps above the engine that was on offer in the outgoing model. But I've had to use the paddle shifters on more than one occasion for that extra boost out on open roads. The suspension on the new City is again fantastic. The NVH levels are nicely controlled, and turning the car is quite a breeze as well. So there you have it, the all-new Honda City, a car that seeks to live up to the rich legacy of the city of years gone by, as well as stake a claim in the sedan category in the country once again. What did you think about the 2020 edition of Honda City? Do let us know, and thank you so much for watching.